What is up, YouTube? And this is finally it. It's time for Gaming/Productivity/full setup tour 2022. And before I begin, I can't thank my community enough over on Twitch. The support I've got over on TikTok. I know I haven't been on YouTube as much. I'm working on that with the investment of this new camera. I'm hoping it provides me a little bit more versatility, a little bit more ease of access to recording stuff. But I can't thank you guys enough. None of this would be possible. None of this would have came into my mind without the inspiration of some other streamers like Low, Jakes, those guys. And without the support from you guys, literally none of this would have happened. And I know I've been delaying this for so long, but I wanted the setup to be as good as it possibly could for you guys to show what your guys' support actually means to me. That's the reason I build this over-the-top gaming setup, is to show how much I appreciate whenever you guys come in, chat with me, show comments, show love on the TikTok, on the YouTubes, anything like that. That's what this setup's for. Yes, I get to use it every day, but it's really for you guys. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope the setup lives up to your expectation. Check it out. Alright, so we're going to start out over here on this side of my room. Over here, we got this little turtle tank. It's not really little. It's like a 55-gallon tank. It's got 2 turtles in it. One's pretty big. One's actually still pretty tiny. He hasn't grown much. We got one set of nanoleaf hexagons on each side. This one, right now, I'm having connectivity issues, so I'm working on that. And the other side, and then obviously got the American flag up top. My 2 turtles over here. Stream always wants to name these guys. I really haven't came up with a name for them. I call them big guy and little guy. It's easy to keep them separated. But yeah, they're always constantly trying to get me to name them different things other than big guy and little guy, but I don't know. All right, and now turning our attention over here to the back wall. This is a little futon that I got from IKEA. It actually pulls out down here to become like kind of a twin-size bed almost. But this is sitting right over to the left side of my main setup, and it's sitting over here to the right of the turtle tank. I don't use this as much anymore. A lot of times I'll use this if I just want to edit on my laptop rather than over at the productivity setup. I used to sit here and watch my projector. I do have a projector in my room, but with everything taking up so much wall space, I don't really use that anymore. So this is just kind of here for some relaxation in this room if I want to get away from the setups and just kind of hang back and chill. All right, so right over here, we're at the front wall of my room. This is where the productivity setup sits, and this is a setup that's probably taken me the longest to kind of figure out what all I wanted over here that made sense and also provided good enough benefit to actually use it, make it productive. So over here, we have a 6-foot Linman tabletop from IKEA with a set of legs from Amazon. This is actually the tabletop out of my old setup, if you guys remember that from like a year or so ago. Then at this setup, we have a 60% RK61 with a Halloween themed keycap set on it. I've been doing a lot more different things with keyboards, trying to get back into it. So I'm gonna be designing or putting some different keycaps on different keyboards. So this might end up changing, but that's what's over here right now. I have my Rocat mouse over here that Rocat was generous enough to send out for a review. So I've been using that. And then we have my MacBook Pro with the M1 chip in it. And it is hooked up to a 49-inch Samsung Ultra Wide. Also under my Mac, that makes this insanely handy and productive. Even though this Mac has the SD card ports on the side and the HDMI ports and stuff, I got this Mac dock that sits under this MacBook that provides me with a couple extra USB ports, some HDMI ports, and some SD card and micro SD card slots. So that's really helpful, really useful. Over to the left side, we have 15 key Stream Deck. This was a Stream Deck that was originally over at the gaming setup. I moved it over here because I got a new one for the gaming setup to kind of match the aesthetics over there better. We have 2 lights on each side. These are actually Fijim lights. These were the lights that I bought as a cheaper alternative to like Elgato key lights or the Godox key lights. These were a little bit cheaper than the Godox, so I went with these 2 to try them out, see how they compared. I've got them wall mounted with the Elgato wall mounts. Over here on the side, we have a phone mount from Elgato that's attached to the table and can hold my phone up top, so it's easy to film TikToks from there. Then the mouse pad that we have here is a Getzy mouse pad. You can't go wrong with Getzy mouse pads. They're top of the line, really quality mouse pads. This is a Japanese Skyline one. Really like it, sets up really nice. I have a wireless phone charger over here hooked up to the back for my phone. Today we got some Ghost Energy, some Bubblicious Ghost. This stuff is next to none. It's so freaking good. Got a little cube under this table. That's just for some storage stuff. Cable management's pretty good over here. The only cable I have hanging down is the charger for my MacBook. In case I ever want to take my laptop anywhere, I don't have to undo cable management. I can just pull the charger out and take off. And then up top here, we have 2 storage units from IKEA. This is from IKEA's new gaming line. What it is basically a 4 cubicle on each side. You have 2 down here, 2 up here, separated in the middle, and then they have glass shelves, glass fronts. I just think they provide pretty good aesthetics. Lets me show off some of the boxes, some of the stuff I've got sent out to me, some of the stuff that I put in my setup, like my CPU. I've got an extra 3090 sitting over there, because I used to have the black 3090 in my PC, and I switched it out for an all-white one. So that 3090 sitting over there. I got my Sony a7 III box sitting over there. But yeah, that's kind of what those are. Just provides some aesthetics, kind of provides a little bit of design to it. And I almost forgot, over here, what I'm sitting in, Mavix M9 white chair over here at the productivity setup. Went with the Mavix chair over here, different from what I have over at the gaming setup. This chair provides really good ergonomics, really comfortable to sit in and edit. I don't like it as much for gaming. I tried it over at the gaming setup for a little bit, but I like it just kind of sit and edit. It's real comfortable. All right, I've made you guys wait long enough. It's time for the main gaming setup tour, and this is gonna be special. And I hope you guys enjoy this as much as what I do every single day. All right, here we go. This spot over here is where this setup really takes personality. I may not claim to have the best setup on YouTube. I may not claim to have the best gaming setup on YouTube, but I think I have some of the most personality in this setup, just with the way we've customized it and put minor details into this. All right, so starting over here, we got the camera setup for the stream. Got an M50 Mark II that I've been using for 2 years on stream. Love the M50 Mark II, really easy to use, really easy to understand. It is connected with the Elgato Cam Link on an Elgato multi-mount with an Elgato key air attached to it also. The Elgato multi-mount series is literally second to none. The extensions from the actual mounts itself provides a lot of flexibility, a lot of ease of mounting things in the places you want them in a clean, effective manner. Our monitor situation we have here, up top we have a 49-inch Asus ROG ultra-wide monitor. On the left side we have a Scepter 27-inch 165 Hz monitor from Amazon. On the right we have an Asus 360 Hz gaming monitor. As you guys will come to find out, a lot of this stuff is overkill. I understand that, but I work hard for the money that I make, and I like buying stuff that I really like. So that's where this setup has gotten. My headset, we have the SteelSeries Arctis Pros, wireless. Love the SteelSeries headsets. They've always provided me good audio, never really had any issues with them, and yeah. Next, 15 key stream deck, just like over the productivity setup, but this is the all white version, the MK.2. This is the second revamped version of the stream deck. I do like this one. The base is a lot more sturdy than the original stream deck, so I do like this MK.2 over the original. It's just a slight difference, but every little thing matters in a setup, you know. Under my monitors, we have this clock from Menards, actually. Shows me humidity percentage, how hot it is in my room and the time. So I don't know, it just provides a little bit of aesthetic there. My keyboard right now, I'm rocking a GMMK Compact with Holy Pandas, not modded, and it has a Sakura keycap set on it that I've had sitting around for a while, so I put those on literally this week. So I've been using that keyboard, love it, really nice, really good build. If we go over here to the right side of the monitors, we got my mic and my audio setup. For the mic, obviously we have the Shure SM7B. A lot of people say it's overkill. A lot of people say it's not the greatest for streaming because it is more of a podcast type mic. It really needs to be up close in your face. So I mean, yeah, it does sit pretty close to my face whenever I'm streaming, but with my cam on the opposite side, I don't feel like it provides too big of a discomfort or anything. The Shure SM7B is hooked up to a Go XLR. Full size, love the Go XLR. Makes audio literally so easy. Audio mixing, different channels. Whenever I need to mute somebody, whenever I need to lower my music volume, up my music volume, anything like that. Makes everything so simple whenever it comes to audio. Under my desk, you really can't see it, but this is the Stream Deck pedal from Elgato. I was really like on the fence on whether I wanted to get the Stream Deck pedal, but this Stream Deck pedal is literally insane. You can have different shortcuts for depending on what apps you have open on your computer. It'll recognize that and it'll change your shortcuts for the foot pedal. The main one that I use is obviously to mute in game. That way I don't have to reach over to my Go XLR and mute. Whenever I'm like in an intense situation, if I want to talk to just chat rather than talking to my teammates or whatever. So this desk setup is pretty wild. In front of me, there is a 6-foot Lag Captain tabletop from IKEA. Over to the right is another 6-foot section, Lag Captain tabletop from IKEA, and a 4-foot section that is connected on the bottom side to the 6-foot section, making this a 6-foot by 10-foot tabletop. A lot of desk space, freaking love it. Provides just a lot of space to do things, whether I'm building a keyboard, gaming, recording over here, anything. It just gives me a lot of space. Makes it feel a little bit more cleaner. It doesn't make me feel as claustrophobic whenever I'm doing things. So over here on the right side of the gaming setup, we have 9 nano leaf lines up top. Over the top of my PC, really looks good in the background of my stream. Sitting right over the top of the PC. These nano leaf lines, literally, I was so skeptical on getting them because I was like, just lines sitting on my wall. But these lines are some of the cleanest RGB things I've seen out there on the market. These things are amazing. Over here we have my amazing PC. You literally can't put words into how amazing it is. I've put a lot of money into it. And it's something that I love to game with every day. I love to actually be on every single day. It's so powerful, so quick. Inside this PC, you have a Ryzen 9 5950X. You have a Asus ROG all-white 3090. You have a B550 motherboard, 64 gigs of Trident Z Royal RAM. We got 7 fans in front of this Corsair 5000D airflow case, and we have 3 on the back panel here for a total of 10 fans inside here with a 360 millimeter radiator, a 1000 watt power supply, and 1 terabyte SSD. Over here in front of the PC, I've got my newest customized SCUF controller. Got 3 fake plants from IKEA. I have a 300 perfect game ring because I am a bowler. I do a lot of bowling, been bowling pretty much all my life. So my first perfect game, I got my ring sitting over here, and I also have a Natty Championship ring that my teammates at McKendree won. I think it was my sophomore and junior year. They won the national championship, so we all got national championship rings. So that's sitting over here also. Over here is my keyboard workstation, basically. I haven't got as into keyboards as what I wanted to whenever I first started the project, but that's beside the point. I'm trying to get back into it. So that's where all this stuff is set up. Got some different keycaps set here on the bottom left. We have the board with a bunch of different switches on it that basically you can test how each switch sounds. That way you know what switches you want to buy for your custom keyboard. I got some switches up top there, running low on the higher dollar ones like the Pandas, the Gatoron Ink Black, stuff like that. Over on the right, I do have some custom keyboards, a couple of them from Alt Customs. I have a GK61, that is my Christmas themed one with an artisan keycap on the escape keycap, and my 65% KBD Fans custom keyboard also. On the bottom, we got the lubrication station for the like stabilizers, switches, stuff like that. I've got my Google Home down there. I got a tumbler that my mom customized for me, old time logos on it. Got an essential oil diffuser over there, and I've also got a tower fan sitting over on the right. Under this desk, we have another storage space from IKEA. Some Getty 8 mouse pads. This one's still boxed up because it's for a special time of year. I didn't get it in time last year because I won it from a giveaway, and he was real swamped at the time, so no big deal. We'll bring that out this year. 3 extra mouse pads over there. A couple of them are the low inspired ones, and another one I think is the Blue Mountains one. Got a Govee Glide still sitting in the box, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to put in this setup. Got 2 Alex drawer setups here. The reason they're sitting on risers is because I have the taller legs from IKEA. Under this table, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Olav legs from IKEA. The reason I have the Olav legs from IKEA is because I needed this tabletop to sit higher. So on top of this Alex drawer set, we have 4 desk risers from Amazon on each Alex drawer, so for a total of 8. That raises my desk up, brings it level with the gaming side. Now the reason the desk had to be set up higher is because of my mini fridge over here. This mini fridge came from Sam's Club, and it sits higher than what the Alex drawers do. So I had to raise it up, make sure this table could sit on top of this mini fridge, and then the other side of the desk can be level with this side. So this is my mini fridge. We got some Noob cans in here. If you guys haven't tried out Noob Energy, go give it a try. They've only got 2 flavors right now, but it's some quality stuff. Got some water down there. You know, your basic stuff that you need whenever you're gaming. That way you don't have to go get a drink from elsewhere. Now, what gives this setup personality? You heard me say I might have the most personality in a setup on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever platform it may be, on Twitch, and I haven't quite showed you why yet. This is exactly why. These are IKEA tabletops, so they come in base white. You guys know that. What we have done to these tabletops is my mom is big with Cricut machines, cutting vinyl, stuff like that. And so she helped me design this desk with a bunch of different personalization things on here. So across this desk, we have 3 of my logos just spread out throughout the desk. We have 3 different quotes that my community and myself kind of go by as just a whole, kind of something we believe in. Then across the edges here is probably the most special. Across the edge, we have just icicles that are cut out in vinyl and just put and wrapped around the entire edge of my desk. All 6 foot here, all 10 foot over there, 4 foot across the corner over there, all the way across. That gives this desk so much personality, and you guys might think it's real minor, but you don't see people like this. This is like on a Gutsy Aiden type style desk here, where Gutsy Aiden burned his logo into his desk. That's what this stuff kind of reminds me of. FaZe Muse, how he has the FaZe logo lit up inside of his desk. It's that type of stuff. But that's just a key right there. We have some plastic sheets on top of this desk that kind of protect this vinyl and make sure that it doesn't peel up. And on the back side over here is where we wrap things up. This is the background of the stream. Over here in the top left, we have a Govee Glide light. wraps really nicely around here in an L shape, wraps around the corner here perfectly. Govee, also really good at RGB stuff if you need RGB. Over here on the top is a Logitech C920. That kind of gives a kind of a background type shot for my stream. I kind of use it for my intermission screen right now, but I feel that's a really cool camera angle. It's also hooked up with an Elgato wall mount. Elgato, once again, mounting perfect. Over here is what a lot of people know me for, kind of, is my cloud wall here in the background. This cloud wall is made up with poster board as the base that's sitting on top of the wall. So it's poster board kind of with some small nails nailed into the wall. The poster board was from Walmart. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total LED strips from Walmart under all of this that make up this design. So all the white ones are separate, and then the T here has 2 separate RGB strips. So we have a T in the middle, just kind of surrounded by the white. Iced tea kind of, you know, goes with my logo. So that's sitting in the background of my stream, and this is all pillow stuffing over the top of it to kind of give it that cloud type effect. That sits in the background of my stream. I've always been a fan of the cloud walls whenever I saw them pop up on TikTok a year or 2 ago. So that has always stuck with me. I've moved it from setup room to setup room. So yeah. And last but not least, over at the gaming setup, we have the always reliable Secret Lab gaming chair. There was a big argument, not really a big argument, a big discussion between Secret Lab versus Mavix. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I like the Secret Lab for gaming more. I feel it leans up and leans forward a little bit more than the Mavix. Provides me a little bit more support whenever I'm leaned over at my desk playing keyboard and mouse, stuff like that. So I do like this for gaming, but I do prefer my Mavix for editing. It just provides a nice sitting experience. They're both insanely comfortable, both extremely worth the money if you're going to be sitting in a chair for a long period of time. If you're not, then go with a cheaper option. This stuff does come with a price tag, but it is definitely worth it if you're in them for long periods of time over multiple days throughout the week. All right, and that's a wrap. Setup tour 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as what I did. For those of you that made it to the end, I really appreciate you. I know it was a longer video than what I usually post, so I appreciate it. Peace out.